Greetings and salutations. It's Quiz, and we're back with some more Pokemon Unite. This time, we're gonna play some Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is a relatively new Pokemon that came out in Unite. It's a defender, but his role is kind of like a defender pseudo-support. His Unite move is only useful when somebody's dead, because it resurrects them. I apologize for the clearing of my throat, but such is life. And so his Unite move is only really usable when somebody's dead. Resurrects him, good to go. Other than that, he's kind of an interrupter. Like he likes to push around, enemies, keep them out of the lane, that kind of thing. He's fairly good at it. Now, I know that said melee nuke, but let me tell you, by having that melee nuke, you get the brown and the white emblems. And I'm going with a suggested build. Not suggested build completely, but just suggested build with the emblems and the items. Now, I'm kind of the oddball here. They tell you to get, like, Sky Attack, and they tell you to get, Sky Attack and Fire Spin, and then Flamethrower and Fly. I like doing Flamethrower and Fire Spin, because you can use Flamethrower aggressively, and you can use Fire Spin defensively, so it gives you two options, because people don't want to walk into the Fire Spin. So it kind of gives you an offensive, defensive, give or take. Yeah, Sky Attack's nice, because you can put it on the ground, and they burn in it, but like I said, I'm relatively new to the hero. I just got him yesterday or the day before. He does have a purpose, but I don't think he's anywhere near as good as he could be. Now, obviously, I have to give the farm to the Charizard because that's why I'm wearing what I'm wearing, which is the experience share. I will take that one, though. And I'll steal that away from the Gengar. Absolutely steal that away from the Gengar. I don't know why the Gengar's bottom right now. Yeah, you're dead, dude. What are you doing? See? That right there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why these people are making certain attacks the way they are. I'll steal that kill. I'll take that too. Take that too. That's a very bad play from him. I don't know. This seems to be going pretty well. Just burn them both. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Make the old Wizard of Oz joke. That means bad enough I'm gonna title this Ho-Oh, It's Magic. Yeah, I'd run from that dude. No, it's mine. Is this Regice? If this is Regice, it's soloable. Soloable. Truthfully, it is soloable. And it's because Regice is so easy to kill. There we go. Now, the fun thing about the flamethrower ability for Ho-Oh is its duration is as long as you want to channel it for. The thing is the longer you channel it, the more it does. Like, the longer the cooldown is. So if you only channel it for a second, the cooldown is like 1 second, and it comes right back up. The longer you channel it, the more damage you deal, but the longer the cooldown. So it's very double-edged sword in feel, and I can't really say like even flavor, but it's like double-edged sword in functionality. That's a dead Pikachu. Wow, you people didn't score anything at all up here. What happened to our mid? Did they just, like, give up? Did they just quit? Yeah, it's a close battle, no kidding. Alright, yeah, never mind. He thought he was gonna make it. Okay, well that was another Unite move burned on me, to no avail. Probably not a good idea to attack me there, Gengar. It is not going to bode well for you. Gotcha. Now, mind you, this is the best I've played Ho-Oh to date. Like, the other night, this was not working well. Their teams were really good at, you know, dismantling me in the lane. And that's one of the things that you have to really contemplate as any Pokemon is, like, who are your hard counters? Because if you know who your hard counters are and you know who's going to really be a problem, you know what? There you go, dude. You really want to do this again? You remember what happened last time, dude. It didn't work out well for you. And it's not working out well for you now. See, what'd you learn? That's what I'm saying, right? Right there. His Unite move resurrects the dead. Now, apparently it ate all my points, too. Notice there. I ended my flamethrower early. By ending it early, I got the cooldown back. It gave a little supplemental damage. Still gave the kill to the Talonflame. That's how you play it kind of supportish. I have to stop them from doing what they're doing. Because it's clear no one else is going to. Good, you're dead. He's dead, dude. That's not a good place for them to be. Down 2 attackers going into the Rayquaza fight? Not good. Don't initiate on the Rayquaza. Don't be a fool. You got 3 people down here. They're gonna score goals. Not a good thing. So we gotta take care of this. None shall escape my wrath. I still have my shield from Rayquaza. You want to know what? I'm gonna stick around. Oh, I finally died.
3, 2, 1. Time's up.
You can't win them all, and by that I mean like the group fights like that. But you can, however, be a complete thorn in the side of the opponent. Yeah. I mean, it went well. It went really well. Normally my damage taken is a lot more than that. Normally my damage done is a lot lower than that. But again, it's one of those you winning at all phases of the game. And I can't stress it enough. Like yesterday I had terrible games where I was not winning all phases of the game, right? We would win the early phase where we would have, you know, we would win the early skirmishing phase in the lane, we would win the laning phase in that pushing them back, or we would win up into the point where they're defending their goal, and we would win that type of the laning phase. And once we got past that portion of the game, that portion of the laning phase and everything, actually I need that chaos coins. And we got to the point where it was the team fight phase. Once we got to the team fight phase, my teams were just dropping the ball. Every single one of them was just dropping the ball. We'd get to the team fight phase, and they would just forget how to team fight. And I'm sitting there, you know, completely baffled, going, how did we lose the team fight? You know, it's because that's one of the really integral parts of the game. And I'm grabbing all my rewards here before I jump into another game. It's one of the real big integral parts of the game is actually to, you know, win in every phase of the fight, right? So it's not just, oh, I have to win this portion of the fight, or I have to win that portion of the fight. The team fight component to the game is one of the biggest components of the game that you have to win. Like, it is a must win. Because if you don't win the team fight, you can't win the objective-based portion. So, early phase, it's okay to lose, you know, 1 or 2 people here or there. Laning phase, where you're trying to push each other around in the lane and try to gain control of the lane, you can technically lose the laning phase. That's okay. However, once you get to... I'm going to try something a little different here. I don't mind the EXP share, but I'm going to try Rocky Helmet to get a little bit more damage. Well, because they take it both, taking that one, I'm going to take the top. However, once you get to the teamfight phase, you cannot afford to lose that teamfight phase. Like, that is the penultimate crucial point And now, how do you know if you're winning or losing the teamfight phase? It's a big question, it's a valid question, and a lot of people do ask that. Not specifically of me, but like when I had one of my friends watching me play this game, they said, okay, you know, what's the what's the teamfight portion? How do you know if you won or lost a teamfight? That's one thing. The other thing is, back when I was playing like Heroes of the Storm, Heroes of New Earth, Dota, and for a very small portion of the time, League of Legends, you can get ganked or picked off once or twice. That's fine. If it happens all the time, you have to really start grouping up and start working as a team. Now, if you push the team fight portion too soon and you start losing, you go into a 3-on-2 and you end up losing 2 but killing 1, that's a loss. So on and so forth. So you have to know what is winning a team fight and what's losing a team fight look like. And like, I really can't stress it enough. Really? I'll take that. No, we shouldn't be that deep. Now, see, right there. That right there is how you win the lane phase. You go in, you put pressure on them by, imposing on their farm, by stepping in between their farm and them, and so on and so forth. That's how you win the lane phase. Right there, I came in, I saved the Mewtwo. By putting myself between them and the attacks, between him and the attacks, it saves him a whole lot of time, because the attacks come to me, because most people have it set it up for attack closest instead of attack lowest. At that point, you are basically free to walk in and just really hammer down on them. So we're gonna go with Flamethrower again, because I just love it. So this spawns? Not bad. It should be spawning here momentarily. I'm gonna have to trim my nose hairs because this is insane. I kind of like the Rocky Helmet so far, because it punishes them for attacking me, just like Fire Spin's gonna punish them for attacking me. Yeah, I'm gonna go help Bottom. This Bottom's getting rolled right now. Bottom is getting absolutely rolled. Then again, it's not much of a surprise. Now, see, this is fine. Like, we were winning, we won top, we lost bottom. No worries, we can recoup this, we can recover it. Now they're probably gonna go for the objective at the bottom, which is Regirock. They are. Grab Fire Spin to punish him even further. See? And that right there is how you punish them. You're not gonna beat me, dude. Not even close. Told you weren't gonna beat me. Not even close. Not one time. Wasn't a universe alive where he won that fight. However, we can go back top now and put more pressure. Dude. I resurrected him because I wanted him to come back and actually put some pressure on him, but apparently that was too much to ask. See? There we go. I didn't know that my Unite move spent points. Apparently it does. Just don't worry, lurk, 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 lurk. You can play it offensively or defensively with flamethrower or with fire spin, and it's just a good play. It's a good play to have it offensively and defensively. Really, it is. Now see that Mewtwo's in a smart position. They know that we're going to go for the Regieleki. So he's positioning himself to prevent the enemy from coming in on the Regieleki. Okay? He positioned himself between us, or between them and the Regieleki. They got 40 on that. That's not good. Nah, I took enough. Prevented him from scoring. And that's exactly it. It's like, was that the ideal play? No, the ideal play would have been able to grab the kill. But, you know, in the times that you can't grab the kill, sometimes you gotta make that sack play. You put yourself in position to die so that your team could come in and clean it up. I mean, like, you know, it sucks, because you're like, yeah, you want to do a good showing, you want to be that guy. But at the same time, you kind of have to be that front liner, you know? Yeah, there's no way you... Yeah, exactly. You had to run. You weren't going to win that fight. You shouldn't be attacking that. They have a lot of ranged attackers. They can snipe. This is where you put yourself in between you and the attackers. And we failed. Right there. Because of the Aegis Slash. That right there is how you fail a team fight. That right there is how you fail an objective. Whatever you just saw that Aegis Slash do, never do that. That right there will lose you the game 100% of the time. Guaranteed, no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, we were definitely lost. this game is over. Because there's no way they can kill off their entire team. You're not going to manage it right there. He's just going to run. And it's just not going to happen. See, this time I only got 2 kills, but I had, you know, a lot of defense. A lot of damage taken. We're not going to win because now their team is up and their team is alive. And he's not going to score that. Now he's just going to sit there and get interrupted. And he's going to die. This loss was brought to you by a terrible Aegislash making bad decisions at the wrong time. This is why Pokemon Unite needs a ban option, a block option. And you should just give a valid response as to why the block option exists. He did nothing. 47,000 damage. This guy who was struggling all game, this guy was mid, okay? This guy was mid, had all the farm that he could get his hands on. He was a 13. He still didn't outweigh the guy that was up with me. He still didn't outweigh the Charizard. And he still didn't outweigh the guy that was bottom with the Charizard. So 3 people outperformed the jungler. 3. In the future, never be this guy. If you do what this Aegislash did, unforgivable. Unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. I think I'll switch back from the Rocky Helmet, though. I think I'll go back to the Experience Share. I think it gave me just enough movement speed that helped out. But, like I said, it's... When it boils down to that one team fight that costs the game, that's how you know it's just... No. Don't be that Aegislash. But that's going to do it for me. I had 2 games, 1 win, 1 loss. Ho-oh's good. Like, if you want a defender that can push people around and be a threat. I mean, in the second game you saw there where they had more ranged attackers, it kind of brought about that I need to create space between myself and the attacker, but I also need to close the gap between myself and the attacker. Range-heavy teams are really going to be hard for Ho-oh to overcome that gap. At which point, yeah, Sky Attack probably would have been a better option, but it's one of those things. Is he overpowered? I don't personally believe so. I really don't. I think he's balanced. I think he's got just enough of a defensive kit, just enough of an offensive kit, and just enough of a support kit to really flesh out that role completely. That's what I believe. Now, do I think that, are there certain Pokemon out there that do need nerfs, especially after this last update? Yes. There are Pokemon out there that do need nerfs. One of them right now that I think needs to be readjusted downward a little bit is Ceruledge. Ceruledge has become extremely prevalent, and he can start 1- and 2-shotting defenders. And I'm talking like my Trevenant with 3 or 4 ass cookie stacks. He can still almost 2-shot Trevenant. And I've got stacks of defense with a defensive setup, with defensive emblems. And he can still just saw right through it like it doesn't exist. That's a problem. That's a balance problem. And he has dash maneuvers that can allow him to close gaps versus ranged attackers. This allows him to nuke all ranged attackers really quickly. This is also a problem. But I digress. There's other Pokemon that I will talk about in a nerf capacity soon. I think there's also Pokemon that can be buffed. Maybe I'll make a video about that next. Who knows? But, it'll be a bit of a hot take, though. I'll tell you that right now. People will look at me and they're like, what are you talking about? Actually, that will be my next video after this one. But this one's going to be titled Ho-Oh, It's Magic. Kind of like the song. And I'll play a game next time around after I do the whole buffs and nerfs. I'll play some getting greedy with greedy. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you had a wonderful time. I know I did. Even though I lost, still had a good time. Have a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.